Mic check. That's what it was. I didn't enable. I forgot that the rig mic is on a separate track, and I have to put that track on my stream track so you guys can hear it. But now, you guys should. You guys should be able to hear something. Okay, so everybody can hear me. I would make my bed, but nah, there's no. That just takes time. Time I don't care to put forth effort to. Let's see. Before we get into, because here's the thing, you guys should be able to see the stream. Let me close this. You guys should be able to see everything, and everything should be good. Let me make sure everything looks okay. Yes, it does. Okay. Even though it doesn't look like what it's supposed to on my end, at least it looks good on stream. Let's see. What's up, Cody? What's up, Lloyd? Let's see. Are you doing good, Doc? I am. Pretty much everything is set. There was a lot of issues with this whole PC setup. I spent 48 hours with it down, 24 hours actually hands-on working on it. And one of the main issues is also switching from Windows 10 to Windows 11. That is causing some troubles. But it seems like I've got most of them ironed out. You run in 4K now? I can. I didn't want to change anything too drastic for this stream. That's confusing. Oh, Pretzel's here. What's up, Pretzel? Let's see. I'm gonna check one thing. Can I launch Discord? I'm gonna check. I need somebody to help me with this. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Okay. Is your screen in 4K? No. This one doesn't need to be. So I don't even. Let's see. Can someone join any of the voice chats in Discord real quick? I just want to check to see if that setting is coming across correctly. Let me switch this input to USB. And I want to see. Uh-oh. My mic is on. There. Wait, could you say something real quick? It's deafened. Okay, heard that.
Hello.
Thank you. Okay, so that works. Well, one more time.
4K monitor.
I do not have a 4K monitor. Can you say one more thing? Buy a 4K monitor. They're cheap.
One more thing. We gonna celebrate. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you. That works out perfectly. Thank you, Bluey. Perfect. Okay, so everything is 90% there. But I could look into a 4K monitor. I don't think I would get much use out of it, except for when like I'm editing thumbnails and stuff. I kind of want to get into drawing, things of that nature. What's up, Kale? Okay, so everything is good enough for stream. We already went through the mod, so let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully the wheel works out well. I hope. Okay, so essentially everything is like 99% good. The only thing that is happening that you guys can't actually see is that on my screen the game is in windowed mode, which it kind of has to be, but before I upgraded parts, the windowed mode took up the entirety of the screen. Now it's taking up only a portion of the screen, and I'm not sure how to fix that back to the way I had it. And the only reason I'm running in window mode is so that I can put chat overlaid on top of what I'm looking at right now. The issue is that chat is also not working, and I don't know how to get that working, so I'm just gonna get that working at some other point. I'll do that after stream. So I guess 98% working, but I can still read chat on my other monitor. What is going on? Why is it doing this? Okay, hold on. Let me check something. Okay, I know what that is. I know exactly what that is. That is input controls. It's from here. Okay, turn that down to here. I need to adjust this dead zone. I think there's as high as it could go. And then I think there's another one. Let's see. It's back. It's forward. Wait. That's forward, side, left, right. Okay. Bump that one up. Beep, beep. Bring that one down. And that one. Make that up and everything should be good. I really need to calibrate this Extreme 3D Pro because it is irritating. But perfect. Okay. Good. Everything's good. Okay. Did you know where is a house in New Orleans? I do not know. They call the house is called the Rising Sun? Interesting. Let's see, hit the full screen. Windows setting. So, let me read the practical thing before I start. I might go insane if I have to fill the rice for the 42nd time. Yeah, the rice field, it's very annoying to deal with, especially when you have to put all of those, I'm not sure what you would call those, rice patties? Rice pallet things into the machine, because the machine does not hold a lot of them. I think it holds 16. Remember correctly? I can't remember exactly how much it holds, but I know it does take a second. Hopefully the game is looking good on your end. There are some things. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out because it is irritating me. But how are we on contracts? I know that's something we gotta do. Let's see. Okay, one thing it could be what's your system display settings versus your game res. The game res I think is set to 1920 by 1080. Let me check. I think it is. Or at least I thought it was before I got in here. But rice saplings. That is what they're called. Rice saplings. Is this on here? Let me check contracts real quick. We should have fertilizing contract. Do we have any currently? Okay, so we do have 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept that one. Okay. Get to work. Let's go figure out where those are. You have field 7 to the left, field 109 to the right. Got it. Let's see. If your system is in 4K and games in 1080, window will be small. But this screen does not do 4K, so I shouldn't have that issue. Oh, wait, am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. But there are subtle things I need to change. Okay. And then also like how I have it configured and everything changes some things. But wait a minute. What the heck is going on right now? My steering input is being weird. Why is the dead zone so big? I'm turning. What the heck? Hold up. I'm sorry. Why is my dead zone so huge? Let's keep configuring. No. Okay. That is like this. 900. Don't. Oh, is that okay? I think that's what it was. No, it's still. All the stuff I'm gonna test after, and then calibrate this. There's just a lot. I'm just gonna have to fight through it and do it after. What map are you playing on? This is Gnadenthal. Gnadenthal. Let's see, the windows might be set up that high. I hope not. But I'm gonna check it out. At this point, since it's running, even though it's not pleasant for me playing on it. Since it's running, I'm just gonna leave it and I'll get through it. Let's see. like all my settings and stuff for the most part work. I just need to go back and calibrate so much actually. It's not a big issue, but I hope everybody's doing well. Here's my water. Here's my water. Ugh. And let's hit auto guess. And that's the thing. I think it could be a GPU driver issue, even though it should be new, should be working. Especially since I downloaded the drivers. Ooh. Maybe I didn't recheck all. What is that? Send you a picture. Let me. Well, this is going straight ahead. But considering how much I had to get set up, I'm gonna say I did a really good job. I mean, there's small, minor things here and there that aren't perfect, but for the most part, stream is up and running. There's just a few tweaks we gotta do. I'm actually really surprised I got OBS set up the way I normally like it for the most part, so that's really good. Let's see. My mom's awesome. She offered my mechanical services to a friend. She needs all her brakes done, and told mom she couldn't afford the $250 her friend used to charge, and so now I'm expected to work for free. Don't you just love moms volunteering you for stuff that you didn't ask for? Oh man, I know exactly how that. I think everybody knows how that feels. Let's see. I need help with that. Oh, the brakes. Oh, with the picture. Just call Geese Squad to come fix it. No, see that's the. I was gonna. At one point when like I couldn't get the PC running at all, I was gonna do it. Let's see. Define metabolism. Without using Google, I can't tell you. But like I know in my head, I know what metabolism is. But I'm not sure. I would say it's like the rate at which food is digested. But I know that's not like a Google textbook definition. So, let's see. That's a $1,000 job all day, every day, and I make, dude, for free is great. Because that was a brakes take a second. I remember helping my dad do. Was it all the brakes? We weren't even replacing the brakes, and I think you said you're replacing the brakes, I think. Are you replacing the brakes or just bleeding them? Because replacing the brakes, yeah, that's an expensive job. We were just bleeding ours. Because there was a leak in the system, which eventually we found. It's the rate at which food is converted into energy. That actually sounds more correct. Yeah. Bro, okay, you see what I'm saying? Like, look, my Extreme 3D Pro is just bugging it, and I fix it after the fact. I will fix that. Actually, for now, we'll try to get used to using our mouse to change the camera. I don't like it. I don't know how you guys do this. I don't know how you guys do this whole camera thing with the mouse. No, actually, it's actually not bad. You turn pretty quickly too. Not bad, but all my buttons are on my right hand. But it's not bad actually using the camera with the left. Well, with my left hand. Not bad. Let's see. Placing rotors, pads, calipers, and then bleed. Yeah, that's definitely $1,000. That's an expensive job. Wait. And the friend was doing it for $250. That was a nice friend to be doing it for $250. Which means the only thing he was probably doing was charging for the parts and not the time. Because if you're replacing rotors, pads, and calipers, actually the rotors may cost more than $250. Like together. I don't know how much a rotor costs, but considering how big they are, or mostly metal, I guess I should say. Let's see. Google, how much does a rotor? I guess it said brake rotor. Yep. Let's see, brake rotor. I was not looking for repair. I just wanted a cost. Oh my gosh. This is the one thing I do hate with internet and some services like that are provided. Because okay, I have like, this is so weird. I have not necessarily force feedback, but well, it is force feedback, but the steering wheel centering is now on for Farming Sim, and I'm not gonna lie, it feels so much better than it ever did because I guess I never turned that setting on. But anyway, Google's smarter than us, but we're here for it. Let's see how you want to say it. Dude, it's your homework. It's how you want to say it. It's how you want to say it. But I think Blowy's version sounds better, actually. It sounds probably more on topic of what would be covered in a lesson. The rate at which food is converted to energy. I think, especially with the word energy, I'm pretty sure that probably would have been talked about during the lesson. So that sounds right. Let's see. No, he charged parts plus 250. Okay. Parts plus 250. That makes more sense. I'm just charging parts. They vary in pricing. Depends on the vehicle and type. My version is referring to the metabolic rate. I feel like metabolism is one of those things that every adult has the general understanding, unless you're a scientist or someone who just legit actually knows the definition. It's one of those things that everybody has a general idea of what it is, so we're just like, good enough, you know? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm having to turn even the slightest bit. I have to turn my wheel now like about, it has to break about that 85-degree mark before it actually responds and starts turning, which I'm wondering if tractors actually behave like that, in which case this is G-Hub's update, in which case it makes sense, but if it's not, then boo Logitech G-Hub. But then again, I did also have to reinstall that about 20 or 25 minutes before stream. So there's some stuff I gotta work out. There's some stuff I gotta work out. And I need to write it down so I don't forget. And I think I'm gonna do that when I get to this next location. I think we turn here actually. We're gonna do that. Okay, let me read. Because I can't see because it's not on my screen. I'll figure it out. Oh, I will. Let's see. Metabolism is just a descriptive word for the rate. High metabolic rate means you convert food to energy well. My book says biology, and my schedule says environmental science. Make sure you're in the right class. I mean, biology and environmental science sound like the exact same thing. But to be honest, what your schedule says is just what the school has it coded in as. So, like, your textbook will say biology. Okay. So I really want to make very, very careful. I would make sure there's not an environmental science class in the school, because from my memory, environmental science was different than biology. So I would double check that. But it could be that you actually are in environmental science. They're just using a biology textbook because there's so much overlap. Because from what I remember, there was a lot of overlap. In which case, okay, your teacher is just reusing textbooks to save the school some money, or the school is forcing her to do it to save the school some money, vice versa. Let me go here, activate this, and let's see. What means you fat? Biology exists in the environment, so seems fitting. Yeah. Time to see if I make money from the rice. How much rice did you get, Pretzel? How much? What's the volume? The amount of liters? Did you say literage? I just made that. I'm pretty sure I just made that word up. But could you say what's the literage? Like, if you were to say how many miles, you could say mileage. Which reminds me, is there a metric version of that? Because in America, when you ask how many miles on your car, you'll say the mileage. is there a kilometerage? That doesn't even sound right. Kilometerage? Kilomich? I don't know. Let's see, wait. Couldn't see how. Never seen expensive rice in my life. It would be cool. I think it's a thing. At least I remember checking in the XML files, and I might be mistaken. But I believe there is a way to change the supply and demand of different crops depending on the map that you're on. And if that is correct, then from my understanding, there could be a mod that does a legit supply and demand thing, like an actual moving supply demand. So like however much rice you turn in, it changes the price and whatever. I would hate that mod only because it would make my life so much harder when turning in crops and stuff. But hold up, I'm distracted with something real quick. Come on. Flip it. Yeah, don't crash. Let me read. Dagnabbit. It's a hold on. We call it mileage too. What? You guys call it mileage despite not... Maybe mileage does not have anything to do with miles, and I'm just confused. Let's see, I sent you 2 bit. I still have not checked though. I'm sorry. Well, no, I checked the first one. First one was your question, the thing. Let's see. Or just the odometer reading. I haven't heard that one in a while, but if I go to like express oil change or something, which speaking of which, I could change my own oil. The issue is I do not have room. Like where I'm living, there's not a lot of room and there's not any flat surfaces in order for me to actually change my oil. And so I just take it to express oil change. It saves me time. And actually, I say for one, that's pretty much it. It just saves me time. Saves me time and the equipment. Because I could borrow my dad's equipment and change my own oil. Because everybody, I feel like once you've owned a car, okay, that was about to be a stupid take. I feel like if you have a car and semi know what you're doing with your car, you should know how to change the oil. Like you should know how to change the tire, you should know how to change the oil. The only thing I hate is cars that have a skid plate. It makes changing oil so much more annoying. Anywho, I'm talking IRL. Rice is cheap. Yeah, that was rice is extremely cheap. See, I'm a new player in FS25, so if that's a mod, I'm never touching that mod with the 10 football. They'll say I don't want it. Like if I touch that mod, I would be adding it specifically to this playthrough to make my life a living nightmare. Oh, I have my hazards on. Oh no, that's just my right turn signal. Whoops. Yeah, turn it off. Let's see. Honestly, it's not worth doing your own 2 reasons. If they fuck it up, it's on them. That's what I told my dad. I can't remember what it was referring to, but I think it was just like his honey-do list. I was like, hey, just start paying people to do it. Like, yeah, it costs you money, but I think for that exact same reason you just said, if they mess it up, it's their fault. So they have to do it. Second of all, they're professionals. Let's see. Oh, going this way. My Subaru had excuse me. My Subaru had armor-plated skid plates with so many bolts to take it off. Exactly. I took a quiz in driver ed and I made a 20 out of 20. Good. 20 out of 20 on the high test. What was I about to say? I think there's no way it's my Challenger, but I might be mistaken. I think my Challenger had like this. I don't think it was my Challenger, but it could have been. When I first got it, I think it had like some type of plastic shield under. No, that's not right. Is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, I'm getting sidetracked more than usual. Environmental science. Let me turn in these jobs before I forget. Eh. Do we want to work through the night? I mean, we might as well, right? Get some more money. We have 188. What were we saving up for again? Oh, this stuff. Okay, so if we can do 1 or 2 more contracts. Your schedule, it looks... I would go to somebody in your school, whether that be the counselor or the front office, but or easiest solution without having to go to the counselors and them, because they probably have other stuff to deal with since the first like few weeks of school. Just go to your teacher and show them your schedule, and just show them that you're supposed to be in environmental science. And if that a he, yeah, if he says, that is such an interesting last name, Eisenhower. If he says you're in the right class, then don't worry about it. You're good. Especially if he's on this roll. If he took roll, if they verbally took roll and called your name, you're good. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Most newer cars have something under it. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I knew that. Okay, so I'm not crazy. It's used for better fuel mileage. What is it, for like aerodynamics or something? I don't know. Or maybe to keep dust, as much dust or whatever out of the engine bay as they can. I'm sure there's a reason they have those, because they're not even skid plates. I'm not sure what you would call them. Plastic guards, engine guards, bay guards. I don't know what the heck you would call them. Let me turn these lights on. See, and because this window is smaller on my screen, it's making it so much harder to see it at night than normal. Back shoulder. Haha. Gaming the system. Let's see. I made my original skid plate for the Subaru out of the stolen, not by me, stop sign. Used to reflect red on the ground. Oh, Mr. Eisenhower. Yep, produces track under the car. Under tray is the proper name. That makes me, yeah, not skid plate. The skid plate is more for those like off-roaders, like maybe a Jeep or a Bronco. Actually, I don't think Jeeps actually have a skid plate, if I'm not mistaken. But I think Broncos do. Which is crazy, because from the YouTube videos, because I haven't done this in person, but from the YouTube videos, I don't think I've seen people off-roading in Broncos, despite them being vehicles that you can off-road in, I think. Thought, maybe. Let's see, so we'll hit field 49, go 2 more fields, and then go down. Let's see, can you sell crop from a harvester? Yes, you can. And Blowy, correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure you can sell crops directly out of a harvester. You just have to drive it all the way to the drop station and unload. Blowy, correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. Let's see, yeah, some Jeeps too. My Toyota has an engine and transmission skid plate and rock rails. Speaking of which, I was actually thinking about that. Let's see, where was I? It had been yesterday. It was Sunday. It was Sunday. It was yesterday. I was thinking about, again, getting a new vehicle, because I passed a Toyota dealership on the way to the rugby field to help out, and I was thinking again to like, man, I want a vehicle and I want it to be Toyota, but at the same time, I was like, I don't want to get a what was the Supra? Don't want to get the Supra, because I've heard your issues on it, as well as looked up videos and researched some of the issues. So let's see, County, what's up? What's up? Hope you are doing well. Line that up correctly. But I want a Toyota. A GR86, I'm not sure if I officially want a GR86, simply because should I ever want to actually carry some cargo, that thing is not going to be it for carrying cargo. But it would definitely be fun for like just ripping around a canyon or something, or the windy roads around here. Let's see, which are like running boards, but they're, yeah, I know what the rock rails are, yeah. And if someone hits me from the side, Yeah, they're gonna definitely have a bad day. That's the one interesting thing with these trucks or these bigger vehicles. Like some people, it's like you gotta understand, if you hit them, they're not gonna be too like they're gonna be just like inconvenienced. They'll be upset because they're inconvenienced. But in the grand scheme of things, you're really just hurting yourself. Especially if it's like one of these expensive Jeeps or expensive trucks that have like all this protection on it. It's like not only is their vehicle protected, but you screwed yourself, you know. Let's see. Buy GT86, best bang for your buck. But yeah, again, the storage is my only problem with that. It's been a while. Yes, it has. Let's see. Yeah, sports cars aren't meant for cargo, and that's the cool thing about the Dodge Challenger, which is more of a boat than a sports car. I'm not really sure what the heck we would call it. Am I out? Oh, I'm out of fertilizer. Whoops. Guess I should have checked up on that before. Okay, are my lights even on? Jeez, these are on. This is considered on. I mean, you guys could probably see better than I can right now, but I can sort of see. So we're gonna drive back to the house, pick up some more fertilizer, and come right back, finish that job. Am I leasing this fertilizer, or do I own it? I think I'm leasing it, if I'm not mistaken. Am I? Yeah, I'm leasing it. Here's the turn. Yeet this turn. Let's see, my truck's not huge, but some guy in a Volvo sideswiped me. Didn't hurt my truck, really messed his up. Yeah, nothing sports about it. That was a sport. When I first bought it, I was thinking of it more of a sports car, but now that I've had it for 5 years, I'm like, this really isn't a sports car. Can it go fast? Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get there, but yeah, it can go 100. I know for a fact it can go 131. Don't ask me how I know that. Here's what you need: a Toyota 4Runner. Which car? Chloe, we think the freaking same. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I actually saw a car on the way to a truck on the way to the gym, and I saw Tacoma, and I was thinking about it. I was like, because I can't get a Tundra, only because my dad already has a Tundra. I'm not. We don't get the same vehicles. And I was like, okay, I can either get a Tacoma. I was like, but what else? What if I don't like a Tacoma? I was like, a 4Runner. I'm like, those are the only things. They have enough cargo space should I want them, and they're kind of spacious. Especially as I get up there in age. Well, I say get up there, I'm only 28, but still, it's gonna get to a point to where I'm gonna get sick and tired of like having to bend down to get into a vehicle. Maybe if I was like retired, I wouldn't care, but as of right now, where am I? Oh, over here. I cannot see. You guys again are gonna have a much better time seeing this than I am. Chat. I looked here for chat, but chat's all the way over here. How about Ford? Ford isn't bad. I don't think any of us have ever owned a Ford. I think my granddad has owned a Ford. Let me turn, baby, turn. For some reason, we were driving up on this over here, and for some reason I forgot we added this silage pit, and I thought it was a stinking fence. I thought it was like a steel fence or something, which crazy, I know, but okay. Everything American is crap now. I would say everything, but as far as vehicles, yeah, like you can kind of take the gamble, and odds are it's not going to be the greatest. 4Runners are ballers AF. Too super to go off road, reliable AF. That's what I say. I'm thinking about the 4Runner, especially since it has the roof over the back. So should it start raining, I can do that. The issue is, should I need to haul something bigger than the roof, it would be helpful to have a truck. But my dad has a truck, so I guess I could just use his truck. So, I'm sort of talking myself to the 4Runner. Let's see, Ford and Tacoma. You are a smart man. No, we're talking about Toyota Tacoma, and I think Cody, was the one who suggested asked what about Ford, I think. Let's see. I wouldn't buy a new Ford if I was paid for it. Let's see, what are the Fords? The F-150s, F-250s, F-350s. I would buy a Ford. I'd buy a Ford truck specifically because I don't know anything else from Ford other than the trucks. If I were to buy one, I would be buying it as a work vehicle. Like if I was a company and I needed like trucks to haul cars for like a small dealership, I would get a Ford 250 or 350. Well, 350 might be a bit too much, but oh, where am I going? Oh no, this is the right area. I think. If I'm going the wrong area, it's my fault. Well, duh, it's my fault, but no, we're going the right. Man, how did I remember that? I was just driving there. Let's see. They made such a brilliant 5.0, and they, excuse me, and then didn't use any. Yeah, which is, and I don't understand why companies do that, and I'm wondering if they just sell the concept or something off to other companies. I don't know how or why that works. Let's see. Dark chocolate chip cookies and cream cheese. And cheese kolache. What is? Are you eating that right now? Oh, I think you mean cottage cheese. I hope you're not eating that right now. That can't be good for your stomach. Let's see. If you fold the seats and roll the back window down, you can fit 12-foot boards in it. Yep, Ford trucks. County, do you know? Because I genuinely don't know. Are there any other Ford vehicles? Like, does Ford make anything other than trucks? Because I genuinely can't think of anything other than a truck. Like when I think Ford, I think truck. I don't think anything else. So I'm genuinely curious. Do they have any other vehicles? Let's see. Food naming time. Oh, you're just name. Wait. No. If you're gonna name food, you gotta give us a category. We can't just be naming random food. That's gonna be too easy. Let's see. My company vehicle was a 2020 F-150. See, just a massive boat. But that's the thing. You want it for that. It's just meant to be a high-powered boat or a high-torque boat. No, I'm not eating that. Yes. So they do have other vehicles. Lots of vehicles. Bronco. Yeah, and I said that earlier. I said the Bronco, and I completely forgot it. Ford Explorer, I forgot about that. Escape, I forgot about that. How did I forget about the Mustang? And the Focus. What? My brain was just not working. Only 2,000 from the rice. Yeah, okay. So, pretzel, I mean this in the nicest way possible. Was it worth it? Like, what was the time and effort it took you harvesting that rice, was it worth it? Ooh, also, pretzel, and I'm pretty sure you might already know this, make sure you sell your product in the season in which it is in the highest demand. Because just because you harvest it in 1 month doesn't mean it's going to be worth the most amount of money in that same month. And typically it's not. I think usually it's like 4 to 5 months after that is when it's in its highest demand. Let's see, name fruit, dragon fruit. Next, someone has to pick one. I'm not just gonna keep rattling off. Someone name one, and then I'll name another, and we'll do it like that. Anyway, let's see. I slept in the back seat a lot. Well, they're spacious. It's a boat. It's a boat. Let's see, Shelby GT 500. Oh. Yeah, I think my brain was just not functioning. I think my brain was just pulled everywhere else, because the fact that I forgot about any of these vehicles is a daggum shame. That's a Mustang, but it's one of the best Mustangs, though. Let's see, my godfather owned a real Shelby Cobra. The dash was signed by Carroll Shelby. $1 million plus car now. Facts. I really want poutine, right? I mean, I haven't had. I just want the stuff. Anyway, everyone named lunch fruit. Sir, I thought we were naming fruit. I said dragon fruit. I was waiting for you to name something, and we could just go back and forth. Because I think you and I are the only ones playing the fruit version. Okay, so that's all of the fertilizer. Let me go ahead and turn in this job. Okay, I think we actually have enough to buy the items that we need. We needed 165 for a forage wagon. We needed 21.5 for a silage compactor. And then we needed 2K for a screw conveyor. So that puts us at 186.5, 188.5. So okay, I'm not going. Are my lights on? Yeah, they are. It's hard to tell with the sun shining on my screen, and then the window screen. Eh. Um. Uh-oh. Eh. Eh. But yeah, I think we're good. Also, do forge wagons hold silage? I think they do. They should, right? That sounds plausible. I don't see why that wouldn't be correct. Yeah, they do hold silage. Okay, so we're good there. Oh, jeez. Stop using this stupid... I need to calibrate it. Anywho, I've missed so much of the chat. I'm so sorry. Braised beef brisket with a side of vinegar reduction. I don't think I've ever had anything with a vinegar reduction ever. Not saying that it's good or bad. I just don't think I've ever had it. Like balsamic vinaigrettes are the only thing I've ever had. Harvester leasing costs $5,000 and $450 for saplings. Profit -$3,000. Yeah, about that. Yeah, rice is like the hat. Well, thank you. Yeah, I think the best thing you could do with rice is, one, make sure you're selling it in the month. Make sure you are selling it in the month that is in most demand, and you can easily check that by going to your menu. If you go down to, I have this time-saving stock check mod, which I think is only a PC mod, but it's really good. But in here, if you go to prices, if I go down to rice, the best month to sell rice is going to be July. That's going to be the best month to sell it. Geez, rice gets a lot of money on this map. The only problem is rice takes... You don't gather a lot of rice, and then even when you do, it takes so much effort to actually do. What is less cheese? Okay, now you guys are making me hungry. I saw the bloated thing about ham and cheese. I think a ham and cheese sandwich. Lettuce and cheese. What is lettuce, cheese? Lettuce and cheese. Okay, Cody. Let's see. Rice is so cheap. People just throw rice when they're excited. Yeah, for like weddings and stuff. So I mean, yeah, I don't think rice is the most. I think as far as the, I want to hear what you guys think about it, but in my opinion, grass is the cheapest and the easiest crop to get into. Well, which is why I'm doing it right now. Grass is just easier to deal with, especially because you can turn it to silage. You can also feed other animals, things of that nature. But if I'm honest, rice is not that great because of the equipment that's required. But if you started your own farm, I think you would already have a harvester on your field. You should have already had a rice harvester in your field, I thought. Let's see, you should just get a dirt bike. IRL? I have a motorcycle. I'm just gonna... It's cool how it's fencing the ground, and even though I had the thing on, it's like, nope, we're not gonna waste any material, which is kind of cool. I like that. Oh, it's also nighttime, and the sensors on this, I forgot, the sensors on the tractor doesn't even work at nighttime, so that is something to worry about. Let's see, I'm such a great RDR2 player. Let's see, I spent most of the day walking around greeting everyone I saw. Pizza rolls, Pizza Hut. I actually had pizza yesterday. Mine, I know you're asking Cody, but mine was pepperoni and then like a what would you call the ones with all the vegetables on it? A veggie pizza, I guess. I don't remember the name of it. Let's see. Not gonna lie, the amount of times I tried to talk to someone and aimed my gun and then you... Because as soon as you aim the gun, that's starting a whole different situation. And then probably because I've never actually done it, but assuming it's a Rockstar game, you're probably getting chased. If I had to guess. I think I'm actually gonna keep this. I think I'm actually gonna keep. I could return this, but I think I'm gonna keep it since it's only the first day of April. Also, I remembered we could not, or at least I couldn't, to be honest, couldn't for the life of me figure out how to apply for a. Can I turn on the lights? Thank you. I couldn't apply for a better job despite being overqualified. Let's sleep. Like, we have a foundation degree. We'll sleep till 7:30. I'm having right now. You're having pizza right now. I just shot. Wait, you just shot them? You just shot everyone in RDD. Oh, yeah, because everybody in the game has a gun. Yeah, so there's no need for the cops. I'm carrying 5. I don't think I've ever had that many guns in the game. I think I had 3. It was either 3 or 2 and a bow and arrow. Let's see. Pepperoni pizza is my favorite. You can't go wrong with pepperoni. Pepperoni pizza. I think the next favorite would either be like barbecue or meat lovers, depending on like who they're from. I don't think every place has a barbecue pizza, but I'm pretty sure every place has a meat lovers pizza. And meat lovers from Papa John's is good, but the barbecue pizza is amazing. In my opinion, I guess because I'm from the South and we like barbecue. Sorry, that was uncalled for. What, the caps lock? It's fine. I don't care. I'm having pizza. Everybody's eating pizza. Jeez. Getting good with dead eye. You can carry 4 in your body, 2 pistols, and 2 rifles. The rest stay on your horse or your locker. Wait, so your horses carry your weapon in that game? I never went back to check. Clearly, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I do not want to buy this. I want to check to see if... How do we apply to a different job? Because we have the 1-year experience, we have the high school degree, but it won't let us apply. Do I just hit space? I'm hitting space. Space doesn't work. Anyway. I'm not eating anything. Okay. But you're just thinking about food, Cody. Cody's getting pretty pumped for pizza, don't worry. They can, yeah. Your horse can carry all kinds of stuff for you. I don't know how to get a higher paid job. I don't get. Oops. Have we worked our hours this month? We have not. I'm gonna go ahead and work the hours required. I don't know how to. Maybe if I work so many hours, my generosity and prosperity will go up, which will allow me to do it. I forgot that I didn't check to see what the mod said, but I probably should. You must quit old job first. I tried. That didn't work. Hold up. Let me save, and I'll save, and we'll just do it. Because, I'll back out before it saves. But when you check, if I go in here, and so this is the current job I have. If you look, I have 1 year, 4 months experience. Extremely high. If I quit, it just doesn't work. I think I'm gonna do start farm. I think I'm throwing myself in too fast. I'm not skilled enough yet. Doing a starter farm is probably the best thing to do, especially if you're playing on that Pantai map. It gives you all the equipment you need to harvest, so you're not going to end up negative your first harvest like you ended up. Grape juice and grape jelly and grapes. I had peanut butter and jelly sandwich, 2 of them, earlier with grape jelly. Okay, wait. I'm supposed to be checking this job. Okay, so let me. Okay, so before we do, I'm just gonna say, to get the intern job, I have to have a high school diploma, which I have, and then 1 year experience. I have 1 year and 4 months. So if I quit this job, sure, yes, I want to quit. And then it won't even let me select the other job and apply. So I don't know how that works. I don't know. Do you really want to quit? Yes, I do. We'll figure it out. We'll reset that and then figure it out. While I'm here, I can go into the mods and then read what it says. I think I have so many mods now and I don't like it. Now I gotta read through every single one of them. I didn't see it. It's supposed to be employment. I think it's called employment. There it is. Some jobs allow you to work part-time, earn small amounts of money with no strings attached, work however many hours you want without risking being fired. Gain experience through the years, unlocking new jobs with better salaries and fewer hours. Could explain the 3.5 stars. Wait, wait, if a production is not supported, the option for employment will not be shown. Otherwise, an input button, which I've seen, will be prompted when the appropriate location, typically at the production player's icon, or in range of the production. I don't know. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I don't know. It just won't let me upgrade. I'm wondering if it's one of those things to where it's like real life. I've only played for 67.1 hours. That's actually a decent amount. You quit, you can apply as intern. It didn't work, so nah. Ham and turkey bacon. 1,000 here. You'll get there. As we say, the more hours you get, the better you get at the game. This is truly one of the games that I feel like it's similar to Minecraft in the sense of there isn't an end goal, but the more you play, the more videos you look at on YouTube, the better you get at the game. It's one of those type of games, I think, and I think comparing it to Minecraft in that regard is a good comparison. Let's see if we can figure out this stupid job thing before, because we have enough money to buy all the stuff we need, which is really good. It just won't let me. I'm wondering if there is if there's a button I'm not seeing. Or if it's one of those things that like once a year you can apply for a promotion. Horseplay, drop deck, forestry. Like, look, there's just so much stuff in here and I don't like it. Scroll. Employment. Okay, no, so there's only those two. Okay. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Anyway, let me read chat because I've missed too much. Bro, 1,000? Yeah. I haven't played in months. I think I'm hungry. Really, Cody? Really? Now you think you're hungry? We got rice harvester and planter, a harvester and a tractor. Let's say, yeah, you get everything you need when you do the starting farm. Especially with rice, I feel like the starting farm is good because you get to see all the stuff that's going to be required to do it. So I feel like it actually ends up being half decent. Let me refresh these contracts. Okay, I don't think it's refreshing them, which kind of stinks. but we could go ahead and grab this contract, get some money. I think we'll go ahead and do that. If I can get more fertilizing. Contracts, that would be nice. I don't think I can. That's fine. We'll just hop in this. We'll use whatever we have left, which is not a lot. Not a lot at all. But we'll use it on this field down here to the left. And the plan, to be honest, I don't really have one. But plan will just be to use, I guess, what we have. Hopefully it finishes the field. If not, we'll go back and fill it up with some more. And then hopefully if we refresh the contracts, we'll be able to get some more fertilizing contracts. Am I getting sick right now? Hope not. Let's see. Mac and cheese. So Cody, is this game you're just playing with yourself? You're just going through just listing all the food you can think of? Or are you guessing food that your parents? Okay. Apparently OBS disconnected and then reconnected. It says we're live, but if I had to guess, you guys probably can't see anything that's going on. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, it still says I'm live. Hold up. Let's just do 2. Oh, okay. So OBS disconnected, but it's back. Okay. It's the first time in a long time that I've actually had. Dude, okay, this stupid thing needs to be calibrated, and I hate it. Oh my gosh. See, I can see. Okay, that's good. And bro, can we just zoom out? Because this is like a Logitech stuff is not working as well as it should. Maybe if I restart my PC, Logitech will work the way it should. Who knows? We're not gonna have enough to finish this. Let's see. Everybody can see. That's good. Is this supposed to be a ninja? Oh, we might have enough to finish this. If we can get to the end before 400 hits, we should have enough. We may. Okay, here's the issue. We have enough. We need to line this one up as straight as possible. We're gonna have that little strip on the end, and that's gonna cause an issue. It's gonna leave us with a little bit left, but hopefully. Ooh, also, let's see, message deleted by stream elements. What did you do, Cody? That would say, what did you even say to cause that to happen? Oh, the emoji spam. That's what it was. LOL. Just saw the emojis and just said, nah, done. Well, actually, I wouldn't know, because if it was emoji spam, it just would have done that one thing. I don't know. I wonder, when it does stuff like that, do you guys get like notified of what happened? Like what the complaint was? Is that a thing? Yeah, so you can still chat. He literally said corn. Yeah, that could be right. Yeah, I think, what, no? Well, maybe, actually. I'm gonna check that one after. I'm gonna go to Stream Elements and check after. I want to know exactly why that one. Because if it was emoji spam, it just would have checked that one message. It wouldn't have done the whole thing. I see the message you wrote, but that's weird to get timed out. That's what I was going to say. I don't think it should be timing people out for that. You got two. Okay, so we gave him two different timeouts, but he didn't do anything wrong when I look back at it. First one was for 10 seconds, and then you got a second one for 60 seconds. So what happened that caused the timeout? You said corn. You did the emojis. Okay, so the corn is I can understand the thing picking up that one and flagging it. Even though it is incorrect, I could understand and see why Stream Elements would flag that. Definitely not warranted though. I mean, definitely doesn't warrant a timeout. The emoji spam, I thought, okay, so, well, okay, then that, I don't know. Let's see. Must have been flagged. I tried to remove it, but couldn't. Remove his bannerment, yeah. Because it's through Stream Elements did it. So I'm gonna have to go back and then check that and then turn that off, or at least make it not so sensitive. Let's see if we can get another fertilizing contract. I need more. This is the same thing that happened to us last month. Is that we just couldn't get any more. Like the refresh contracts, it's great, but it doesn't. I think in fairness, we did probably fertilize every single field on the map, so it is what it is. Did I do anything wrong? No, I don't make it less liberal, honestly. In this situation, this is the one time I agree with that. No, Cody, you didn't do anything wrong. I think the Stream Elements software was just too sensitive, so I'm gonna have to go back and check that. But yeah, you did nothing wrong, and I'm just gonna have to go back and fix it. We need more money, but I guess 197, that gives us enough to buy the stuff that we need. It just doesn't give us enough to lease for things that we need, which kind of stinks, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and buy MacDo. No. Let's go ahead and buy the items we need. We need the forage wagon, which is right here. We needed this. The question is, do I really want this big one? If I get this big one, I at least have it for later. And I think that is one really good part about getting it, that I'll have it for later. The question is, do I need to buy it now? Because it's not even time to harvest grass. You sent me a thing. It's not even time to harvest grass, at least on our field specifically, I don't think. Yeah, so there's no point in doing that. Corn, the crop, is commonly used. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and that's the reason why I could understand Stream Elements doing that. And actually, yeah, I feel like it was a bit too much. Let's see. Yeah, Cody, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just I'm gonna have to change that, because I do understand like why it would like do that, but we can't like that's a weird thing to time somebody out for. Just say like it's a crop. It's a literal crop. No, we know what you meant. And even if you didn't mean it like that, it's one of those things that we can't do anything about. If someone like were to just pop in and just randomly say that, and that's it, there's nothing I can do. Like it's one of those words that would have to be used in a context setting, in my opinion, in order to flag somebody, I think. Let's see, can I be like the Peter in the clip I sent you? You sent me a clip? I must have missed it. What clip? Still. We talked about it a few days ago. I don't remember. I know for a fact you sent me some stuff. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look. How much does it tell us how much chaff we have in here? The Family Guy clip. Oh, okay. I know what you meant. They respected me. They respected me and made me their king. Does it not tell me how much crop I have in here? Oh, it does. I have 26,000 liters of chaff, which if we were to turn that in, I guess I could have just checked here. If we were to turn that into, actually selling it right now, we'll get 1,000. If we turn that into silage, how much is silage worth? Okay, so silage is worth 123 per 1,000, and so we have 26 times 123. There's no way I'm doing my math correctly. 26 times 123. Add 2 zeros. 26 2 zeros. That's 2,000. Oh, so it's not enough. Not enough. I was about to add 3 zeros, but no, I need to add 2. Yeah, so it's roughly a little about like 3,000. Not worth it. I'm thinking I need to buy these fields and go ahead and turn them into grass. But in which case I need a forge. Okay. We need the forge wagon for sure, but if we go ahead and buy the forge wagon, we're not going to have enough money, you know, to get these fields up and running. Because I want to go ahead and buy field 20, 21, and then maybe field 22, but I don't think we're going to have enough money to... Yeah, because field 22 it's a big boy. It costs some money. And then you have these fields right here. They're not expensive. They're not super expensive. I don't know what I should do. Start farm is so good. That was like, yeah. Until you want to like be a glutton for punishment, always do start farms. Unless always do them unless you just know for a fact, hey, I know what this start farm's gonna look like, and I want to go in a completely different direction. We need money. We need money. You know what? We need to figure out how do we get that stinking raise. I do not want to buy this. Okay, so let's figure out. I'm wondering if we work enough hours, will it just be like, hey, come into my office. What do you think about, getting a raise or something like that? I'm wondering if that's how that works. Probably not, actually. And it could also be an issue because I'm playing on 7 to 8 months. That could be an issue. But I just don't know. We've now worked so many hours that we're probably about to get our yearly salary within one thing. So we're 50. I'm just confused as to why it just won't let me. Do we at least have any of the fertilizing contracts? Fertilizing, oh, there we go. It takes a second, but it works. For 11,510, is that going to be enough? No. A part of me wants to take this job, but then the other part of me is like, what's the point? Like, essentially, we're really only going to make money if we're working on our own fields. The problem, this is why extreme difficulty is not the best. Well, it's not that it's not the best, it's really difficult. We need to get more grass in there. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. After we do our next harvest, of grass, I'm gonna go ahead and buy those 2 fields. Once we buy those 2 fields, we'll turn them into grass as well. And I think what I'll do is I'll lease a forage wagon, and with that leased forage wagon, we'll just keep throwing the stuff in there until we get a decent amount of money. And from there, that's I feel like the weird part about playing with this type of dynamic, with the extreme difficulty dynamic, is that you have to be very picky and like strategic with how you run your operations, because if you get down to $0, you're gonna be like stabbing yourself in the foot. And so you got to be very, very careful, because you don't want to get to $0, which is why I'm trying to always like have more than enough. So what I'm gonna do, the stuff that is extremely cheap, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. So like the silage compaction, I'll go ahead and get this. Additional weight, sure. We'll go ahead and grab that. And then there's a screw conveyor, which is a mod, but it is a realistic mod. So realistic that it was actually in the last game. So doing that. I don't really care about the color, so we'll go ahead and get that. And then we're gonna go pick that stuff up. And then I think from here, we just spend time saving up for stuff like that. That's really all we can do. I don't know what else because we're a bit screwed, kind of. We're just a bit screwed. Okay. Oop. Go ahead and pick that up. I think it attached incorrectly. No, it attached correctly. And so we're gonna pull this over here next to the bunker silo, and then we'll do the same thing with the silage compactor. Tuna. Why tuna? And then with this, we'll put this one on the other side. And then I think from there, we might as well just keep working on more degrees. I guess. You know what's gonna really upset me? I think I just thought about it. What if the reason we can't apply to that job is because we're too qualified, like we're overly qualified, right? What if the game is trying to say the only way you can get this job, apply to this job, is if you have this exact degree, right? I'm gonna take a shower. Always take a shower, otherwise you're stinky and smelly. Gotta take your showers. Gotta take your showers. But I'm thinking that's what it is. We're too like qualified, which is why we can't actually apply for the job. And it's only because of that, like that's how they coded it into the game. Instead of saying you have this degree or greater, they said you have to have this degree. Because if I'm guessing how the XML file was set up, that's probably what happened. And there's nothing, well, there is something wrong with it, but it's not like, I'm not pissed, you know, that happened. So what I will do, we're just going to go out here and wing back through here. And we're just gonna keep fast forwarding time, especially since we don't have to worry about leasing anymore. Well, hold up. Let me think real quick. What's the next degree that we need? Because it's supposed to be high school, but I'm assuming that's not what it is. Tuna, wheat, grass, really? Yeah, no, we haven't. So we gotta wait for 8 years with a bachelor's degree in order to get manager, which we'll get through that fairly quickly, I think. But I'm wondering, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. And there's no other jobs on the map. There's none that are default coded in that will allow us to do these jobs. Because it has to be a production point, I think. Yeah. And that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just a tad bit annoying. Just a tad. Is this at the bakery? Where's this one? Dairy. Yeah, this one for sure. And that's loud. It's very, very loud. Oh wait, no, press the button. I'm just gonna walk around the building real quick and just spam the button and see if it works. Okay, so I can apply here. It would be cool if there was a way to just check. Oh, what did I just do? To go here. Sorry. What are these crops? This is. What? I'm just trying to figure out what crop it is. That is rye. This one is green beans. Ew. Yeah, we're definitely gonna end up buying that stuff off of them. But, let me go out this way. I think. I mean, there's not much we can do. I mean, all we can do for real is just fast forward a lot. And in the spirit of fast forwarding, just make money that way. I mean, it's not going to be a great amount of money, but I guess at the end of it, it's going to be more money than not doing fertilizing contracts. If that makes any sense. Since they're still not giving us raise. it's not going to be a fantastic pay because the problem is our yearly salary is only like 9,000 something, and at this point we're working so many hours in our month because we have 7-day months that will more than we should end up getting. Yeah, more than our yearly salary. We'll essentially get our yearly salary in 1 month, which I'm okay with. Into the world, because we really just need money. That's our goal right now. Is just to rack up money. I'm really just trying to process. Actually, we don't need money right now. Like, I'm gonna keep going for it, yes. But we don't need money as bad as I'm thinking we need money. Because I am not buying the forge wagon. Because I'm not buying the forge wagon immediately right now. And we're focusing on buying land. With the money that we have enough money to buy that land. So this is weird to think about, but we have enough to buy the land. Please tell me this is ready to be harvested. Wait, is that you ready to harvest? Okay, here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. Go forward. Forward. Oh, that's a wall. Okay, so we're free to go through, cut this grass really quick because I have a system, and that system is halfway decent. Okay. But we'll go through, and let me double check. Perfect. Okay, once this field is done, we are going, which shouldn't take us no time at all. We're gonna go back. We're going to, I'm not gonna harvest any of this. I just don't care to do so, especially since it's still growing. And we're gonna buy those 2 fields as well, so that way per harvest we get more money. But before the harvest, we are going to what's the word? Plow those fields, so that way all the grass is going to be working at the same time. All the grass will be ready to be harvested at the same time consistently, which should allow us to move a little bit faster. Let's see. What happened to the other mower? This is the mower we've used on this one. But if you're talking about the crone, like the reason why why I haven't used the crone, I'll be honest, I don't really have a reason. Turn on crop sensor. What would be the point in turning on crop sensor? I'm gonna turn it on, but I don't understand what would be the point of 41. I think you're thinking about the crone, which is where is it? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. That's how it was. It was funny and it was great, but it's just not useful for this. But it was. I'm glad I used it. It's just not gonna help us out too much. So we sold it so we could get some money because we need the money. Okay, I think we are all set. Let me go ahead, drop that down, switch to the back. Here is, okay, there we go. Hit that. Drop it down. Go to the front. Okay, and to avoid an issue that I know I'm gonna get, I just know it's gonna cause an issue. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh shoot, which means I just caused the issue by accident. I did. That was stupid on me. I did it again. Okay. It's fine. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Okay. Yeah, that's the issue. Well, it didn't turn out too bad, but that is the issue I'm trying to avoid. is just because we don't want the crops too close to that other field. Yeah. What are you planting next? Just grass. Grass is the cheapest, easiest to work with, easiest to do. So that's the plan as of right now. Okay, go ahead and drop this one down. Switch to the back. Let it go for a second. Uh-oh. Here, let me just do this, because I just butchered that. Not intentionally, but I did just butcher it. Oh, it actually worked out. It worked out. Okay, get to the end of the row. Maybe all we gotta do is pick it up. Probably zoom in a little there, right? And get here. Let's see. Go there. Pick it up. Pick it up. Okay, spin back around. Beep, beep. Gotta get this as straight as possible to keep from making issues. And again, having the crone would make this whole process faster. Wait a minute. I want you guys to understand I'm an idiot. I just realized this. I'm so idiot. Instead of working direction automatic, I don't know why I didn't think about this. Not 90. Not 90, it's 180. I guess I could have left it at 0, actually. Yeah. But it's too late now. Too late now. Let's see, are we over it? We are over it. Yeah. Okay. That go. As soon as we get to the end, it's gonna be down, up, down. So you get to the end, just like this, down, up, up. There we go. There we go. Now I'm getting back to the swing of it. It always takes a second doing it this way, because you sort of got to get the rhythm and know the rhythm. See ya, Pretzel. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. How about wheat? Wheat is good if you already have the materials to do so. I do not. Like that ends up being the issue with a lot of crops. And grass is, and again, in my opinion, the best crop in the game, just because the machinery is easy to get. It's cheap, it's affordable. You don't have to replant it, every season, because it stays, on the ground. It can instantly get you into working with animals, because sheep, goats, cows, like so many animals, actually buffaloes, they actually eat grass or hay, technically. Some of them for hay, but and so grass is just really good. Now wheat is just defaults, what everybody does. It's one of those default crops. Wheat is good because you can go into bread and a bunch of other things, but again, the equipment costs. Like, here's the thing, if we're being honest right now, the stuff that I have to work on grass right now is towards the peak of grass production. It's towards the peak. Like, the only thing that would be better than the stuff that I'm using right now for grass as far as cutting would be, because right now we have this, the only thing that would be better, it would be the crone. That's the only thing that would be better, because right now we're using these two and they're great. The only thing that could be better would be this. Because once you get the forage wagon and everything else, like, grass is just easy. It's just too easy. And if you wanted to, you could do bales and stuff. That it's going to cost you more money, but it does make things more convenient to deal with if you do bales. It just causes a little bit more work at the very front. So it's just something to think about. Because then once you get the forage wagon and get this going, piece of cake. And technically, I'm not gonna even get the harvester. I'm not gonna get the the forage wagon. I'm not gonna even get that right now, just because it's not 100% necessary for me to do so. Let's see, go a little bit further, pick this up, switch to the back, drive forward, pick it up. Okay, then all we gotta do is this last row. Wait, is there a way to do it from... Okay, I was gonna say, if there was a way to do that, that would be great, but it's not. Uh-oh. Yoinks. And this is a piece of cake. See, did you know you can get a dog in FS25? I do. I did know that. It's in the same area where you get the rest of the animals. It doesn't really do anything. It does get you an achievement, actually. If you get it and use the dog, you get an achievement for that, which is kind of cool, kind of good. So you get to the end, lift up, fold up. And just like that, we are pretty much done with our grass. So now, all that's done. We could go ahead and put it in the silo. I'm going to leave it because in order for me to put it in the silo, I would need a forage wagon. And then with the forage wagon, I would have to go and, you know, pick everything up. And I just don't want to deal with that right now because that's going to chip into some of our money. But using the money that we have, we can go ahead and spend that on grass. So let me drop that and go forward. And we're gonna swing around to the other side and pick up our thing. I guess I could have put the silage and everything. Could go ahead and put those pieces of equipment in there. I kind of want to, so I'm going to. This is just me being, I guess, nitpicky for no reason. But what I'm talking about is that I want to go ahead and grab this silage compaction thing. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it, as well as the screw conveyor, and put them in the garage. You don't have to. It's really unnecessary, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Man, pretty good at driving backwards. I mean, especially with the wheel. The wheel makes everything a little bit easier as far as driving. Well, maybe not drifting. Let's see. Did you know you can ride horses? I did. Actually, you have to ride horses, unless you have the script for it. But essentially, you have to ride horses in order to, you know, actually, like, riding the horses and getting them exercise is actually a thing for them. Like, it's a requirement. Similar to food. Like, you have to feed them, ride them. I think you also have to groom the, like, you like pet the horses as well, I think. Let me go this way. Okay, we're gonna drive forward. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see how close are we. Okay, so the front, we're gonna drop that right there. We are going to then back up. Uh-oh, I got that stuck. We're going to, this time, we're going to back this in here, which, actually, I don't think we gotta back this in here. I think we can drive it in there. Because if I remember correctly, the screw conveyor, you can technically drive it. Yes, you can. Going the wrong direction. So because you can drive it, you should be able to trigger this. And I was correct. And then you can just drive it on in here, so just put it where you want. It's one of the few vehicles in the game that isn't actually a vehicle, but you can drive it. And makes storing it a breeze. Okay, now with this, we do need to put some fuel in this. Well, here, let me go ahead and grab the plow that I know I'm gonna need before I start getting too sidetracked. Ooh, oh. Okay, so back up in here. This is, stop it. I need to calibrate this stupid thing. It's probably because of the update and everything I had to do with this computer. but it is fine. Just bag it up. Can't see. There it is. That is on. Go first person. I don't know how to drive and use the mouse camera thing. Wait, do I? Oh, I don't have a fuel tanker on this. This is Nathanthal. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I forgot. I don't have a fuel tanker on this, but that's fine. That does not cause a lot of issues because there should be a gas station around here. Oh wait, right there. I think that is the gas station or like a fuel station. I think. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So we'll fill this up with fuel. Let me go ahead and buy those plots of land. Let's see. Buy that one for 36. And the next one we're going to buy, once we get the money for it, is going to be field 22. And, but that costs like 300 and something thousand. But we'll get that. We'll make that money. Like, because now what we're doing is we're expanding our grass operation, which means we can get more grass. If we can get more grass and harvest grass quicker, we can get more stuff into the silo, so we can start making money. Like, we can actually start making money from it versus the other way that we're doing it. So what I'm gonna do, unfold the back. We need to go this view, and what I'm just gonna do is just drive down in between these and then just sort of connect these rows together, which is going to be difficult, but it's going to be hard to get it lined up perfectly. Okay. Yeah, we were a little bit sideways, but it looks like it's doing its job. Oh, that I forgot, we got to get a stone picker. It should be fine. I'm actually gonna go a little bit into my field to the left, just because. Okay, we gotta make sure this is straight. Make sure it's not perfectly, but that looks like it's good so far. So I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna turn back limit fields on because I don't want to go off. I'm gonna go ahead and do the edges first. Well, actually, no, that's easy. Let me connect the fields. So let me do like this in between part. That's gonna be the hard part. Since these three are actual fields and I don't have to worry about building them anywhere, I just need to connect them. Once they're connected, then I can go back and then just plow in between them and not have to worry about anything. I don't think so. We're gonna back up just a little bit. We're gonna try to line this up as straight as possible. This is gonna be difficult, but let me just drop that down. This should be good right here. Oh yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Okay. So now we just need to go down here. And then we're really just looking for that other end over there. And once everything's connected, we'll have to go back, use the stone picker, and then we'll have to plant. Okay, gotta be careful. Gotta keep this as straight as possible. It's not. Here, let me back up and get this a little bit straighter. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's see. What should you do with the shells? There's a gas thing at the shells. There is? Is there really? He said there's a gas thing at the shells. I don't know. I never actually. Is there? Is this the gas thing? No, this is for washing. I think that's what it is. Is there fuel? I don't think there's a fuel thing at the showers. Maybe if I drive in the garage, it'll start filling it up or something. Like if I press a button. There might be. There might be. But all we gotta do is plow the rest of these fields up, and then go back, get the stones up, and then plant grass. The good part is this thing, semi-realistic, but as long as we're not using unrealistic stuff, I'll take this. As long as we're not using unrealistic or game-breaking, this will make plowing fields, especially a field this small, especially that 21 the field will get in the future, makes plowing those fields quick work. The stones is what's gonna suck. That's the thing that always takes time. But since these fields are actually kind of small, I don't think it's gonna take too much time. I don't think. I really don't think it should. Overlapped a little bit. Okay. Go back, get the little section that we missed, and then all I gotta do is do that last field. And see, this is good. Like, now we have a big, chunky, relatively chunky field that I feel like we just tripled the amount of grass we'll be able to make each time, which is good. That'll speed things up for us. And then again, once we save it for field 21, that's when we'll really start making some bank. I feel like by the time, well, nah. I feel like after one harvest of field 21, we'll be able to get the crone. I do want the crone. It does make harvesting stuff a lot faster. But this is fine for now, anyways. Earn sharply. Okay. Grab as much of this stuff as we can. This. Let's see. Are you going to use AI? Maybe. What does field 21 look like? Oh, this. Or not field 21. Field 22. That's what I meant. Sorry. Field 22. Like this chunky thing here. 300 and something thousand. 312,000 is what we need for it. But that's gonna be where we really start making some money. But at least with these 3 fields combined, albeit we're not making a massive amount of money, I feel like it will help speed us up to get that field. And then once we have enough money for that field, that's where we'll really start making money. Especially since we'll still be doing fertilizing contracts. And actually, I'm willing to bet there's a fertilizing contract probably active right now that we could do 3 of them. Perfect. So we'll do those 3 probably May 2nd, since we're on May 1st right now. And with that money, that might give us enough. Nah, I was gonna say it might give us enough to get the forage wagon, but no, it won't. Because we have to have money in reserve. I feel like we gotta have at least 30,000 reserve should be enough, I think. So let me go through here. Earrings. Finish this section. And then we still gotta do stones, which I'm not gonna have time to do. I'm not gonna have time to do the stones and the planting. So we'll probably just call it a few minutes early. But at least we got all the stuff down. I could, I guess, start the stones. And it said on the map that we missed a section. So let me see if I can find that. Oh, it's right there. I see it. No, wait. Where is it? I thought it was right there. Is that it? Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Cool. Everything's been plowed. Everything's been good. And the grass field, again, doesn't need to ever be plowed again. So we're good. So we're good. Now that's taken care of. We can go in here. Put this back. I could wash it if I wanted to. Open all the doors. Open them. Open the doors. Go ahead and rent a stone picker. Let's see. We'll use the 710, which is an actual stone picker in real life, so I do not mind using it. 3,000 is crazy. But that's fine. We're gonna need it to get the work done. And it's raining in game right now. Which is fine. Fine. It is fine. Like I said something. Oh, why am I doing 7 days instead of 28? Okay, that is a fantastic question. Okay, so typically, and I'm sure you already know this, 1 day is default. Most people play with 1 day settings. And then people who don't like to play 1 day, they'll typically go 3 and maybe 5. The only reason I'm going with more is because I want to make it more challenging for myself. But at the same time, I don't want to drag on a month for no reason for too long. For example, like what you just saw when we were at the bakery and I was like working to gain money so I can fast forward, essentially is what I was doing. The thing is, if I put it on 28 days, that's just going to be dragging it out. That means essentially now to get through an entire year in game, I have to do 28 times 12, which is 280, 56, that's 56. 230, no, 336 days, if I did that math right, which means I have to fast forward 336 times. And already right now, as you saw, I had to fast forward a decent amount just to do that, you know, just for 7 days. And the problem that I was thinking is that if I up the amount of days, essentially this is going to turn into a simulator of how many times I can fast forward. What's up, Joseph? How are you? And so I sort of settled on 7 because I felt like it was a great middle ground between making it more challenging for myself to some degree, but still allowing me to still play Farm Simulator. Because otherwise, like for example, we harvested that grass right there, right? We just cut that grass down. We didn't harvest it, but we cut it down. If I had turned it to 28 days, because okay, let's do it right now. We're on May 1st. I'm about to finish picking up the stones. Well, maybe not this stream, all of it, but we're picking up stones and then we're planting. After we finish planting, we have nothing else to do for the entire month of May, except for doing contracts, right? So once we do those 3 fertilizing contracts that we mentioned, if I keep pressing the refresh button and it doesn't give me any more contracts, there's nothing else I want to do. So the only thing I would be able to do is fast forward, right? And so the problem is if I do 28 days, I'm just gonna have to fast forward that much more. It doesn't do anything for me because I wouldn't be doing anything during those days. And so heck, playing with 7 days is still too much. It is still too much. But my thought process was, as our business, as this farm expands and gets bigger, we'll have more and more and more and more to do, that one in-game day wouldn't be enough. And so having more in-game days would be nice. Like, I'm hoping to get to a point to where we have so much stuff to do that I can do, okay, this one day we'll plant, this day we'll harvest 14. There's no point. I'm not even using the 7 days that I have. There's no point in upping it to 14. If anything, I need to decrease days, not increase, because I'm not even utilizing the 7 that I have not once utilized the 7. The most I've done consistently is like 3 days. And so technically I should decrease the days, not increase them. Unless I want to play, unless I wanted to add a more realistic thing for myself, I could make it to where I have a task list. And so each day is dedicated to a task. So for example, I wish I would have done it before this, but I could have done, hey, Monday is for grass cutting and like everything that related. And then the plowing and everything would have been day 2, right? And then day 3 could be planting. Like, if I want to do it like that and give myself and make each day a different task, that could be good. That would give us more use out of each day. But the thing, I don't know. I'm playing on 10 times speed as well, to sort of give myself, what's the word? More of a sense of urgency to get like said jobs done. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna decrease it. It's just that I don't feel like there's a need to change the days at all. Because here's the thing, I could technically go back to 1 day month that you guys are used to seeing, like everybody's used to seeing. I could go to 1 day month. The only difference is I would probably be playing at half speed just to give myself more time during the month, you know, because that is how I normally play. I normally play on like half speed. If I'm playing like by myself, I need to go back and get that piece that I missed, and I'm missing all this. Okay, we got a lot to pick up. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna adjust it. What's up, Hash? How are you? But yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it the same, because there's really no point in changing it, because what's going to happen is if I increase it to 28 days, all I'm going to do then, if I genuinely do it, I'm going to up the game speed so that way we're going through the days faster. And technically I can up the speed right now. We're playing on 7-day speed. I mean, we're playing on 7-day month, but I'm not doing anything. The reason I don't want to up it too much is because your contracts expire at certain, I don't know exactly how or when they expire, but there's a certain time frame when they just expire and stop working, or like you can't collect them and it just counts as failed. So you know what, I'm just gonna start just doing random rows. Let's turn these lights. But yeah, we have new people. Oh, they're not new. We know them. I mean, they're new to today's stream, but I know Hash and Joseph. I know Joseph. I'm almost positive. I know for a fact I know Hash, because I know I keep calling him Hash, because that's his nickname. He prefers Hash instead of Sashi Arts. Hey dog, I've noticed some days you don't do streams, even if it's a weekend. Okay, so I can't do weekends, and I know you haven't been here in a hot second, but I can't do weekends. Like, if I do weekends, it's gonna be extremely rare, because I've started playing rugby, and my rugby game days are on Saturdays, and if I'm not doing a tournament, I'm probably with my girlfriend on the weekend, because we don't see each other during the week, and so I'm traveling to go see my girlfriend. on the weekends. And so I don't stream Saturday and Sundays. I only stream on weekdays, at least for now. Maybe one day the stream will get big enough and I'll be able to stream 7 days a week, which would be nice. I would actually do that. But with that being said, I for sure will try to stream like every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday and Thursdays are also my practice days. Which traditionally what I was saying is I would not stream those days, period. Which, speaking of which, I've got a new job, but that's neither here nor there. But typically I wouldn't stream Tuesdays and Thursdays because I would be like, I would have rugby practice. However, I will probably still stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it will be late at night, right? So like right now I'm streaming at 4:30 CST. If I do stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, probably starting in like October, because that's when Battlefield 6 will come out. If I do start streaming, I'll probably be streaming towards 10 o'clock at night my time. So it would be 6 hours later than now. And the good part about me doing that is that other people from like across the world will be able to watch my content as well. Because I would be closer to their sometimes. But it's just Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4:30. Those are the things that are sort of like set in stone at the moment. I do have another job. I have a job interview to go to, so they might have me working different hours and stuff. So I might have to even change the current time that I'm streaming. We'll see. But okay, now I'm just going in circles. Yeah. Jeez. Let's see. Doc will be streaming Monday. Yeah, he said it. Sorry. The stream is over. It is. It ended a few minutes ago, but Joseph stopped by and I wanted to talk to Joseph and just have him, here for a second. And then Hash stopped by as well. So I figured I'd talk for a little bit. But I'll finish. Let me go ahead and finish this section and then I'll get up on out of here. But another thing, to me just throwing stuff on top of the dome, because in October again Battlefield 6 comes out. Depending on like how I would rather say infrequently, depending on how infrequently I'm streaming, I will start doing like 2 days on days like, for example, today. So if I like when Battlefield 6 comes out, which will be in October, if for some reason I'm not streaming like at least 4 times a week, I will more than likely start saying, hey, Farming Simulator will start at 4:30 and I'll play that, and then after Farming Simulator ends I'll probably jump over to Battlefield 6 and play that as well, because I do like to stream a decent amount, and I feel like 4 to 5 times a week is like my sweet spot for, one, my mental sanity, but 2, as well as just having fun and getting to see everybody and chat with everybody. So I do think, let me make sure we got all the stones out of here. We're good. Everything's good. Whoops. Why is it not scrolling? Oh, I forgot. Cool. Everything is set. Good. There you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and return this. We'll plant. Actually, we'll probably fast forward the next month. I mean, the next day, whatever. But we'll plant on the next one. Let me turn this guy. Let me turn this off. And yeah, we'll get on out of here and we'll get prepared for the next one. And then once I get off here, I'm gonna try to fix those issues I was telling you guys about at the beginning of the stream, and I'll try to fix those so we don't have these same issues on Wednesday. Bye, Doc. See you Wednesday. Yeah. Oh yeah, because you might have church. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Let me go ahead and do this send off. Let me dip it up. So If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. If you want to follow me on other social media such as TikTok or Twitter, please feel free to do so. And if you would like to join the Discord so you can communicate with me and everyone else outside of the stream, please feel free to do so. That is the easiest way to communicate, suggest games, feedback, share memes, or just conversate with people if you want to do stuff like that. But with that, I'm going to say peace and good night. Bye, everybody.